I've got my 97 Pontiac Grand AM up on stands listening to the howling coming from the right front wheel bearing, and that's the job I'm going to be doing today. Okay, between me and this axle nut, it is now total war. So I brought to the battle a larger weapon. I have a 24-inch breaker bar. Finally broke. It's coming off. Sometimes you just gotta have a bigger tool. This is one of those times. Putting finishing touches on it, getting this axle nut off. We'll move on to the next step. Next we're going to hang the caliper, take it off there and get it out of the way. After that we'll take the rotor off. Okay, the caliper is kind of an innocent bystander in this job, so we're just going to get it out of here, hang it up. Hang it up out of the way so we can get at what we really want. The bearing and hub assembly. Okay, to get the caliper off the rotor, usually you have to have a really large screwdriver in here. Pry it up and back and forth a little bit. Using the rotor to kind of pull from. And there it goes. Now, as I said, what you want to do is hang this rotor up above here. I just have a coat hanger here. Hang on to the rotor pins. It's always a good idea to, caliper pins I should say, clean these up and re-lube them before you put them back in. Next step then is off with the rotor. Okay. Here we are now, down to the hub. Okay, what we have here is a T55 on this hub assembly. Three of them, which you can get through the convenient access hole. Okay, so you got to line up this extra large hole. There's 3 holes in here. One of them's a little larger than the others, and so that's the one that's going to have to be used. In there. There it is. Do the rest of it with a ratchet. Okay, so I think this technique is showing some promise. I'm putting chisels in and driving them in near each one of the mounting holes and getting some separation slowly and equally. So it's slowly moving out that way, and I'm just going to keep working it. Okay, so here it comes. I finally got it to turn with the pipe wrench, but the chisels were the way to get it out of there. So there we have it. It's the hub assembly. Okay, I used basically these 4 chisels to get that hub assembly off, and working in toward each one of the mounting bolts where the mounting holes are on the hub assembly, between that and the steering knuckle, fitting these in at an angle starting with a 1/2 inch. Then I worked my way up to 5/8. As it got ever wider, I was finally able to put a pipe wrench on there. And the pipe wrench, I think, finally really broke it loose. Once I was able to move it with this, rotate it a little bit, kind of broke the rust seal. And I finished off with these 2 size chisels here, which I'm not sure what they are. These are some old ones I've had for a long time, and finally this one is the one that made the final break and completely broke it loose. So this is the bearing and hub assembly that I wound up picking up. Got a Moog, Federal Mogul, turns out to be Korean made. I believe this is where the O-ring goes. Again, that was missing from the last original part that was in there. So that's where I'm going to put it. It looks on here like there's a little face for it to fit in, so it should be okay. Okay, so it's time to put the hub and bearing assembly back in. Just fit it on the splines. Rotate it to fit. Okay, 70 foot-pounds is the correct torque on this. So I'm going to do it in a couple stages here. Okay, it's 50. I always believe in staging them, no matter what it is. Okay, get this one to 50. Get that one to 50. That one's to 50, and then we'll take them to 70, and that'll be the end of the hub. Okay, putting the calipers back on, 3/8 inch Allen. Make sure when you put the rotor on, I found I had some trouble with this. It should go on in the same orientation it came off, otherwise you can have a hard time fitting the brake pads over these ridges. I actually had to file them down a little bit. I thought I was going to, for a while, have to go and get a clamp and actually retract the piston, but it didn't go that far. These go to 38 foot-pounds. Okay, we're putting on a brand new axle nut, along with the old washer. 30 millimeter. Okay, this nut's under some major torque, so hence the torque wrench. Specs call for 192 foot-pounds. Mine only goes up to 150. I don't have a fancy one. So I'm taking it that far, that way. Add a breaker bar here, and just a little more. It's done by feel sometimes. That's all you can do.
Okay, job's done. Sounds good. No more hubbing. Thanks for watching.